name is Mr. Kunkel, or Nathan Kunkel, and I would say my experiences with animals started when I was young. We had hamsters when I was a kid, but I really got interested in animals when my teacher in 5th grade had an aquarium in his room, and from there it kind of just snowballed. Being a science teacher and teaching biology, there's different adaptations, physical traits that have been acquired over their evolutionary time, and so it's really relevant to what I teach in class. And even for my chemistry classes, it's something that is related to the sciences that I teach, and just another way to help engage the students. Personally, right now I have a jungle carpet python, sulcata tortoise, a White's tree frog, then an assortment of saltwater fish and corals and freshwater fish as well. And at home I also have a dog. I think that's about it right now. I would say the time commitment can be an issue, but I've kind of narrowed down my pets into some ideal pets that don't take a lot of too much care, so it's not too much of an issue. None of the pets that I have are really high maintenance. The frog that I have, it's a White's tree frog. This frog is a really cool frog because it'll just sit on your hand for you could sit there and watch TV for an hour and it will sit on your hand for an hour. If you don't sanitize your hands, you might end up getting a little bacterial infection that could cause you to spend a little more time on the toilet than you would like to. So I think there's good reasons why we have certain limits on the animals we can keep. Overall, just when I have them in the classroom, like I brought the tortoise in today, and just seeing the amazement on the students' faces, or they get to feed it, or they've never seen anything like this up in person. Some kids hold a snake. They'll take them all year before they get up the nerve to actually handle the snake, and then by the end of the year they get up the nerve, the courage, and they do it, and it's a rewarding thing for them, and it's rewarding for me to see too. I think if you do your research and you know what the requirements are for your pets, and there's so much knowledge out there now, it's pretty easy to figure out what your pets need, and you choose the right pet, and they, like I've done, they don't take a whole lot of maintenance.
Hi everyone, my name is Susie. I am a UC Santa Cruz graduate, graduated about 4 years ago with a marine biology degree. I've always loved animals. It's something that I've been fascinated with at a very young age, and it simply just started with living by the beach. And I just remember walking down the sidewalks or down the little walkways that they have there, and looking out into the ocean and just wondering wow, I wonder what's going on beneath that vast blue sheet of water. Because you don't really see much activity on top, but I guarantee you underwater it is a whole new world down there. Personally, I feel like an exotic pet is an animal that's not meant to be domesticated, and it's very difficult to domesticate. Animals just have very stringent and specialized diets that's hard to maintain. So the only exotic pets that I've ever worked with were more for research purposes and not as pets. Since we're so used to having cats and dogs and seeing their behaviors and their adaptations, it's always fun to see the different types of adaptations from other animals. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that go into caring for animals that you don't usually have as pets. Treating aggressive behaviors for exotic pets is very difficult because I think a lot of these exotic animals have this innate response and behavior to certain threats that is kind of hard to unlearn because it's really deeply embedded in them since they were born. There are a lot of risks in handling exotic pets, a lot of things that you don't really think about. I think one of the biggest misconceptions about exotic animals as pets is that as long as you get them when they're young, you can domesticate them, which may be true to a certain extent, but There are certain animals that I believe are not meant to be kept as pets because they are born with certain innate responses to threats, and those responses can be potentially dangerous and life-threatening to humans. So all in all, personally, again, I feel there are just certain species of animals that clearly are not meant to be domesticated or kept as pets, especially ones that can grow to be extraordinarily large and are just not native to where you are. So use your best judgment. I feel like people should know what animals are meant to be kept as pets and are not. Okay, he's done.